All right, what's up? My name is Jonathan Prue, part of the AMZ Soldier crew. Today in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the COVID-19 thing that's going on and how it's affecting Amazon specifically right now, and how it may, some of the things that may or may not change in the near future. So, for the most part, people ask me what is going on with the Amazon sales and stuff like that in relation to the coronavirus and everything going on. So it's depending on what you're asking on that exact question. So for specific categories, what they've done is they've made priority to certain categories on Amazon. So that means that they're not taking shipments of like toys and things like that. They're putting more priority on food and a necessity product, which means so for anybody who was selling toys, maybe they are not able to continue selling toys. So perhaps if you're a toy guy, the coronavirus could be affecting you negatively for sure. If you are in the medical OTC or just a basic essential needs, general merchandise, food categories, all of those categories are actually doing much better than they have been regularly doing. So it's interesting. So technically, overall sales are up on Amazon. They've been never higher than in the last month. Right now, we are in the month of March, going into April, and Amazon sales have never been better. The toy sales, even though you have not been able to send shipments of new stock of toys, things like board games and certain toys like that have gone up in sales because people are sitting at home now, trying to use up their time somehow, so they're getting some board games and stuff like that sent over to their house. So the other categories that have active stock still available are going to be selling still pretty even better right now, until the stock runs out. So at this point, April 5th, they're supposed to start announcing, reintroducing some of the other categories back in. So just to clarify, it's not just us turning on a switch to say, yeah, everything is good now. As of April 5th, they are going to start turning on a few things based on priority and start opening the other categories as they see necessary. So some categories may take longer than others. A couple might start up at once. Nobody really knows at this point. But yeah, that's that. So what I would say to anybody that is, looking to get in on Amazon, I mean, now the demand is better than ever. They've done a complete, another thing that COVID has done with the Amazon world, and specific to Amazon sellers, is it's taken away a lot of accounts. So there was a lot of people doing price gouging and, what we call unethical sellers. And when those unethical sellers are kind of purged out, that's a big opportunity for new sellers now, so there was about 3,500 accounts, I think, up to this point, that have been suspended or discontinued. So for various reasons, around the COVID-19 epidemic here, which means there's a lot more spaces to be filled. So there's people that were purchasing from those people that now have nowhere to purchase from. So other than other third-party Amazon sellers. So it's created more opportunity. Another thing that COVID has done for online sales, and specifically, is it has actually raised the amount of people that have ever tried online purchasing at all. So for sure in the States, it's fairly popular. In Canada, it's a little bit less popular. So I know, especially in Canada, there's like a 30% increase in people that have never ever tried to purchase online once ever in their lifetime. They have all tried to purchase a product on Amazon now at this point, being stuck at home for the 14 days, 20 days, has pushed people into trying online, which I feel in the end is going to increase, because now not only will people see that there's a convenience to purchasing online, I believe that people will associate a safety to purchasing online, right? So in some form, they don't have to go out. I know the boxes still be touched by people, but I don't know. It's just I feel like it's going to up the amount of people looking to buy. So in a nutshell, some categories, again, if you were an active seller and you were in some of the categories that have been restricted, you may see some squeeze right now on your accounts. But I would say that those categories are going to be opened up again soon. So no worries really on that. Continue to not change your model too much. And then for people that are in the categories that are not restricted right now are obviously doing very well, continue to scale into those. Another good tip for the people that are into the toys right now. I figured if you're in toys and something like this happens and you understand that now first priority becomes essential products on Amazon, maybe it's time to, if you're established in your toy game or your other products restricted category game, maybe it's a good idea to look into some of these essential categories. That way, you know, we don't hope that things like this happen, but if things like COVID-19 happen, at least you're one of the people that are supplying the demand that's needed for that situation that's going on. So it's a benefit for you to be prepared for those things, I guess, too, is what I'm saying. So yeah, maybe that's a new opportunity for you to look into new things. I know for myself, it's a new opportunity because we're looking into new suppliers. We are big into the toys. The toys have been squeezed, so we're looking at new suppliers. So there may be potential silver lining to just find new suppliers. So overall, I would say that obviously, this COVID-19 thing is very serious and it's something we all need to be very careful about. When it comes to online sales and how it affects it, I would believe that overall online sales will increase based on the fact that people are going to try online for the first time. It's just growing as it is. And all the restrictions of all the sellers that have been kicked off and the new demand and all this stuff's going to happen, so that's going to increase overall sales as well. It's going to you got to have that thought in your mind now that if you're one of those people that have been sitting at home through a time like COVID, for 20 days, 30 days, 40 days with no support and no income, a third type of revenue stream may be something that's just going to be a part of everybody's household. Maybe that should be a medium for everybody's life, but it's another conversation. So that's my little 2 cents on COVID and how it's affecting Amazon. For Amazon sellers that are just starting, don't worry about it. It's actually increasing. Demand is increasing. For current sellers, if you're in those squeezed areas, don't worry. The squeeze will stop. Embrace it for now. Search for other suppliers. Those other people that are in those good categories, that's great. Keep growing in that. Perhaps if there's some stumping on certain categories, we can talk about FBM. That's another thing that could be utilized in a moment like this, but all for another video. So if you like these videos, definitely subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We're always interested in adding new content and new insights to Amazon and shining some light for people. Definitely add any comments, anything, any questions, any of that stuff. Check out, we also got our free day, 4-day series mini course that we just let out. It gives out all the basics on how to run your Amazon course. So check that out. That's AMZSoldier/4, the number 4 day. And that'll take you to a free course. Check that out. And I will see you on the next video.